Welcome back to Chokitable Media. Let us inform ourselves about what is happening in the world today. Number one, the former US President Jimmy Carter died at 100. Today, 30th December 2024, you remember Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, the 39th US President who dedicated his post-White House years to humanitarian work and earned 2002 Nobel Prize, died peacefully at his home in Georgia on Sunday at the age of 100, the Carter Center said. Tribute poured in on Monday for Jimmy Carter, the former U.S. President and Nobel Prize laureate who rose from humble beginnings in rural Georgia to lead the nation and died at the age of 100. Carter had been in hospital care since mid-February 2023 at his home in Plains, Georgia, the same small town where he was born, and once ran a peanut farm before becoming governor and running for the White House. Carter died peacefully at his home in Plains, surrounded by his family, the Carter Center said in a statement on Sunday. The legacy of Mr. Carter lives on. He had a successful and one-time presidency in the U.S. Jimmy Carter, rest in peace. Second on my list is the plane crash that happened in South Korea. South Korea inspects B-737-800 fleets after worst plane crash. The country has been thrown into national mourning. As of today, 30th December 2024, South Korea ordered a Monday comprehensive inspection of all Boeing 737-800 aircraft operated by the country's carriers after a Jeju airplane crash landed and burst into flames, killing 179 people on board. U.S. air safety officials and staff from the beloved aircraft maker Boeing were arriving to join the investigators probing the worst air disaster in South Korea's soil, which officials initially blamed on a collision with birds. The plane was carrying 181 people from Thailand to South Korea when it made a mayday call and barely landing before crashing into a barrier and bursting into flames. Everyone on board of Jeju Air Flight 2216 was killed, save 2 flight attendants pulled from the wreckage. South Korea began 7 days of mourning with flag flying at half-mast and acting president flying to the crash site in southwestern Muan for a memorial. Acting President Cho Chang-mok, who has only been in office since Friday, said the government was making every effort to identify victims and support bereaved family. Third on the list here, you remember the news I brought to you in November where the train station roof collapsed in the city of Novi Sad in Serbia last month, and it ended up killing 15 people at the train station. There was protest at that particular period in time, and the government of the day promised to investigate and delve more into the matter to know the cause of this roof collapse at this train station. Former Serbian minister among 13 charged over the fatal train station accident. Serbian prosecutor on Monday charged 13 people, including a former minister, a former transport minister, over a fatal collapse of a train station roof in the city of Novi Sad last month that killed 15 people. The fatal accident at the Northern City Station occurred on November 1st following the extensive renovation work at the facility. 14 people aged 6 to 74 were killed at the scene, and 15 victims died in the hospital last week. Public outrage over the tragedy has sparked regular nationwide protests, with many blaming the death on corruption and inadequate oversight of the construction site of the construction project. Fourth, do you remember the explosion that happened in a house across the border of Luxembourg, 15 minutes outside Trier? You remember at Christmas Eve, a strange explosion just occurred in that city, and the city is called Oberweiler in Rhineland, Palatine in Germany. 15 minutes outside of Trier, there was an explosion on Christmas Eve in a single family home in which the owner was seriously injured. The Trier police released new information about the case on Monday after investigation that the owner of the house in the municipality mentioned have deliberately caused the explosion and the fire that followed afterwards. Investigation into how exactly the explosion and fire occurred are ongoing, according to the police. They are now investigating 56-year-old man on suspicion of serious arson and causing an explosion. At the request of the Trier public prosecutor, the investigating judge has issued an arrest warrant against the suspect. The man, who was alone in the house at the time of the explosion on Christmas Eve, was seriously injured but is now out of danger, according to the police. The material damage from the explosion and the fire is in the high six figures range. Fifth year on my table is the news of the guy that drove into the market in Germany, the Christmas market, thereby wounded over 200 people at this Christmas market that we used to organize during the Christmas period. The guy just took his car, I think a BMW like that, and he drove straight into the crowd, wounding many people, and some people actually died from this incident. So the German security chiefs is being questioned about this incident, and questions were being asked that could this be avoided? Why should it what should it happen in the first place? Are there no intelligence report about something like this? So the German security chiefs is now facing a lot of questions after this Christmas market attack. So German interior minister and intelligence leader faced scrutiny on Monday over whether the authority could have prevented a car attacking the Christmas market amid revelation that the suspect had a history of threats and contact with the police. Is known to the police. So why won't the security authority do something about this guy actually when they know that he has a story, this suspect had a story with the police? German security and intelligence chiefs faced questioning on Monday about the car ramming attack that killed 5 people and wounded more than 200 people at the Christmas market 10 days ago. They were to be quizzed about possible missed clues and security failures before the attack on 28th December attack in the eastern city of Magdeburg, where police arrested the Saudi psychiatrist Talib al-Abdul-Mohsen at the scene. The Interior Minister Nancy Faeser Saxony-Anhalt state official and the head of the German Federal Police and the Domestic and Foreign Intelligence Service attended a closed-door meeting hearing in Parliament. And Faeser was to address the media later. Abdul-Mohsen, 50 years old, is the only suspect in the attack, in which a rented BMW sports utility vehicle plugged through the crowd of revelers at high speed, leaving a bloody trail of carnage. Investigators have yet to declare a suspected motive in the assault that used a motor vehicle as weapon, a method previously used in jihadist attack, including in Berlin and in the French city of Nice in 2016. Abdul Mohsen, by contrast, has voiced strongly anti-Islam view and sympathized with the far right in his social media posts, as well as an anger at Germany for allowing too many Muslim wars, refugee, and other asylum seeker, as a cover-up. And that was what he used. Let's push it on to Afghanistan. The Taliban leader has now banned windows overlooking women's area in Afghanistan. The Taliban supreme leader has issued an order banning the construction of windows in residential buildings that overlook areas used by Afghan women, and says that existing one should be blocked. So windows should be blocked in Afghanistan just to prevent women from being seen after they've covered up 100%. So, but looking at them through the window of your house is now forbidden. If you have built a house before, then that window that is overlooking the compound of your neighbor, where there are ladies or women, should be blocked. Otherwise, if you even if you are planning to construct a new building, then there are new specifications now to be used, new order now to follow when constructing a new building, in order to prevent you from looking over your window into the compound of your neighbor, whereby you have a lot of women in there that you can spy upon. So according to the statement released on Saturday by the Taliban government spokesperson, the new building should not have windows through which it is possible to see the courtyard, kitchen, neighbor's well, and other places usually used by women. Seeing women working in the kitchen, in the courtyard, or collecting water from wells can lead to obscene act, according to the decree posted by the government spokesperson Sabihullah Mahjid on social media platform X. Municipal authority and other relevant departments will have to monitor construction sites to ensure it is not possible to see into neighbor's home. In the event that such window exists, the owner will be encouraged to build a wall or obstruct the view to avoid nuisances caused to neighbor, the decree states. Since the Taliban returned to power in August 2021, women have been progressively erased from public spaces, prompting the United Nations to denounce the gender apartheid the administration has established. Thank you for watching. This is Chokitable Media. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Put on your comment in the comment section. Put on your notification button, and God bless you as you do. See you next time, and bye for now. Chokitable Media. See you, and Happy New Year.